these are the shiitake blocks that we are growing shiitakes off of right now for a SARE grant we received 2 years ago, looking at different strains. So we're looking at strains both on sawdust blocks like this. You know, this is a mixture of sawdust and wheat bran, and they grow a lot faster. And then also on logs outdoors. So in here right now we have 4 different strains. The first one here is 3790. This mushroom is a pretty good yielding mushroom. It tends to make fewer fruiting bodies and pretty large fruiting bodies. It's also a pretty meaty mushroom and really good storage, shelf life. So a nice pin set coming off of these, and they'll probably be ready to pick, and we'll weigh all the harvest starting in a day or two. Next down the line is 46. So this is a strain that's traditionally grown on logs, and we wanted to see if there was a correlation between yield on sawdust and yield on logs, because waiting for a year or 2 years before you can get good strain yield information from logs can be hard. So seeing if there's a correlation between yield on logs to yield on sawdust blocks. This one, the 46, definitely has fewer pins on the blocks, and the mushrooms seem to be kind of having a larger stem and smaller cap. Maybe because of too much supplementation for this strain. So maybe if we tried this with less wheat bran, it would fruit better. You can see it really well in that one. You know, this huge cap, this huge stem right there, and this little tiny cap. So these will probably produce mushrooms that don't look as good. The next one here is 3782. This is what we typically use in our production. And as you can see, there's a lot of pins on these blocks. They're pinning very heavily, and the mushrooms tend to be very abundant, but also kind of small. My hope is that the 3790 has similar yields, but produces larger and fewer mushrooms. This one typically has really good yields and is easily able to get a pound to a pound and a half per block. The last one that we have here is 236. This is another indoor strain. Again, it's having a little bit of the large stems and little caps, but a better pin set than the 46, not as abundant or as far along at this point as the 3790 or the 3782. So we'll see what these blocks look like in 2 or 3 days, and check back in.